Hey guys, Matt Major from Growth Mode Content. Welcome to another episode of Good News York. Joining me is my buddy here, Garth Brooks.
Okay. Stayed away from Zach. Yeah, apparently you told me I look like a country music star with a hat on.
Yeah, with the hat, flip just for the...
I don't get it, but okay.
Tell me he looks like he doesn't want to just go out and ruin Brianna Chickenfry's life right now.
Chicken fry, Brianna Chickenfry.
See?
What is that story? I saw that name in the news the other day.
You don't know that story?
No, I don't. Something about,
Oh, man.
I don't know, there's some sort of divorce going on.
Yeah,
or-
they just dated.
Is her real name Chicken Fry?
No, that's her
Stage name.
stage name. Yeah, she works for Barstool. She's a podcaster, content creator.
Ah.
Cool. Beautiful young woman dated this dude, and he was a piece of shit, apparently.
This is a country singer?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm blanking on his name, and
It's Zach
they
Bryan.
all blur together.
No,
so I'm
they're
gonna
all
say
the
wrong
same.
name.
Zach
Are you
Bryan.
Sure? It's
I'm-
not the
I'm
other guy who's
99
exactly like him,
Is there another Zach?
because it could be. I think
Is
so.
there a Zach?
All right, Zach. All right. So anyway, he was apparently a piece of shit to her during their relationship. They only dated. They weren't married. Nothing. They broke up. He so bad so that he offered her a $12 million NDA to not talk about the relationship.
Wow.
How much did you fuck up when you go? Hey,
Yeah.
Listen. Before you say a word, here's 12 mil. That's my opening offer.
Dude.
Now here's the cool part. One of the reasons that I have a lot of respect for this young woman. She said, "Fuck you, no." Yeah. So
Good for her.
Barstool pays a lot better than I do because clearly she had fuck you money enough to turn down 12 mil. There's not much I wouldn't do for 12 million.
Dude, 12.
I might throw you off the roof for $12 million.
You would throw me off the roof for $5, but I gotta believe that 12. Like, what do you think? What could he have done that it's worth 12 million to shut your mouth? It's got to be he likes getting pegged.
No, he's just he's just a piece of shit.
Oh.
You know, and we're living kind of in the post-Me Too where it's not cool for the world to see that you are a piece of shit.
I see. So you just think
And,
it's like 12 million, like
Yeah, I think
overall,
it's a
don't
business.
make me look bad.
You know, it's one of those. It's the management going. If she tells the truth about this guy, how much is that going to hurt his image? And
So it's not
reflecting ticket sales. And it's one of those. It's almost like one of those insurance deals. They're trying to hedge their bets to save their losses. It didn't work. She said no, and has proceeded to tell the world what a piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
Interesting subtext to that story. He has apparently moved on, has a new girl. I think he cloned Brianna in a lab. So much so that when they put the comparison together, people are like, which one is who?
So she's Brianna
one of those
grilled
type.
chicken. Brianna grilled chicken. Brianna chicken parm.
Bro seriously has a type. It's one of those types.
You know-
Kanye? Kanye got a new woman that looked exactly like the old one.
Yes, right after Kim Kardashian, he dated a Kim Kardashian.
Right on the
look-
nose, you know?
Tell
on
it's
yourself.
funny because if I was Zach Bryan, which apparently I look like him with a hat on, I would actually not offer 12 million because here's the thing. I have noticed there is public relations
But
people.
also, you're not a piece of shit.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
So, like, you
I always
probably
thought you
wouldn't
thought I
have-
was.
You probably wouldn't have sat there, and I don't mean to cut you off, but you probably wouldn't have sat there and thought, listen, I have $12 million worth of bullshit that I don't want the public to know about me.
Yeah, I'm pretty open book. I mean, if I got pegged, I'd be like, okay, yes, she pegged me. There it is. I'm not going to pay 12
You
million.
keep saying that. I don't think that's actually part of the deal, but I think we should run with it.
Yeah, I do too. So here's the thing. I have noticed something that the public relations people these days are very, very smart. Do you remember years ago when
Are they very, very scared?
well, that too. Do you remember when Simon Cowell banged his buddy's wife and then
Vaguely.
she got pregnant
He had
and
a
now he
child.
has a kid, right?
Yeah.
So I watch America's Got Talent. It's one of the only reality shows I watch. My daughter and I have this thing where we bond at night.
Is that still
where we
on?
watch new episodes. Yeah,
Get the fuck
20th
outta here.
season. 20th season, actually. I'm watching it right now. And Simon Cowell, and I'll admit, I even fell for it, even though I knew what was going on. Simon Cowell is now this likable guy. He always likes the acts that he would
Really?
normally. Oh, yeah. Now they've kind of
He was
moved it on.
famous for being the asshole.
Right. That was his whole thing with American Idol.
Shtick.
So and I don't have proof of this, but this is the way
He
I've.
built a template that you have one of those shows and you have an asshole British guy.
100%. Yeah.
There's a million shows that completely ripped off his shtick.
and I'm glad you said that because that's where I'm going with this. This is why I think this was a PR move. Suddenly he's nice, okay, which doesn't check out because you got to have the angry British guy, right? And that's what he was known for. And then I remembered this whole banging his, friend's wife, and he gets her pregnant. They have a kid. How do you recover from that if you're Simon Cowell's management or PR, right?
I don't understand.
Here's what you do. You use the old script writing trick. You show somebody with children or animals, and all is forgiven. So if you're writing a script and you want the heel to become a good guy, you show them being nice to children or an elderly person, or you bring in a pet. And I've noticed over the years, he goes gaga over the dog acts. He constantly, there was a while where they were bringing his son on set, like in between footage of him like hugging his son, right? So I'm like, I see what they're doing. They're trying to turn him into a good guy. And it worked because I like him now. So I think Zach Bryan shouldn't have paid the $12 million because if you can make Simon Cowell look like a good dude.
All right, but here's the thing. In that example, Simon Cowell plays the heel. Like, I don't understand how you could hurt your...
Not anymore.
You're like, he did this nasty thing. He's a real asshole. Like, yeah, that's on brand.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but see, the thing is...
Like, how do you tarnish the image of a heel?
Well, see, asshole on a reality TV show is like, yeah, bloody awful. You don't know how to sing. But I think it crosses the line when you're having sex with and impregnating your friend's wife. I don't
want this to sound like I'm disagreeing because honestly, I think you're completely correct.
I do too.
I just don't totally understand. You know what I mean? Like,
understand what?
He doesn't have an image to rehab. I feel like there is exactly 0 viewers who decided I'm not going to watch NBC because Simon banged his buddy's sister.
But see, that's
like exactly $0 were affected by that move, in my opinion.
Well, I think you're right on it because
maybe they got analysts that think differently.
If he's supposed to be this asshole and he does that, which is really, I mean, as asshole as you can get.
I mean, is it though? Like on the list of things, it's not like Seinfeld who dated a child.
Oh.
You know?
What? Seinfeld dated a child?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
God, no.
He's famous for being a pedophile.
Oh, my God.
Like 30
what is with all these minors?
A teenager.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's disgusting. I'm
not
really a Jerry Seinfeld fan.
You know,
anyway.
Simon is just, that.
I know he's supposed to be an asshole, but adultery, impregnating your friend's wife. But here's the thing. I think because we're in this
pull-out game is weak.
It was in the Me Too, like the heat of the cancel culture.
Yeah, and
I think AGT was like, dude, nobody's gonna watch the show. We're gonna get canceled. I mean, it's his show.
You're right.
So I think you're right. I think that was kind of the thing behind it. So what did they do? They doctored him up into this like, oh, look, he's so nice to these children and these dogs, and it worked. Because even though I was aware of it, I still fell for it. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. It's Tuesday News Day.
That was literally the opening. We started out with me making fun of him, and that turned into a whole ass segment.
That's what the beauty of what we do.
You need a podcast.
That's why I love you.
Not to derail you, but that brings me to another point that I did want to make sure that I talk about today. So I posted about this, and it got a lot of love on a lot of the channels.
Grindr.
And the reality is, this was a really pretty big thing that flew under the radar. Our views on our posts and our videos and our clips and all those things for Good News York have now reached the millions. Our numbers are in the fucking millions.
That's crazy. I meant to ask you about that.
And
you texted us that.
I honestly don't. We haven't paid close enough attention to tell you exactly the day that we crossed that line or got our millionth view or anything like that. I literally was like, hey, I should probably see where our numbers are at. And they were absolutely incredible.
Are you talking just Good News York?
Specifically just Good News York.
So not our clients?
No.
So that would mean...
Not our clients, not our personal stuff that our a lot of this content has driven on our own pages. You've got a ton of traction on your existing pages from clips from the show and things like that that you've done. It doesn't include any of that.
Wow, dude. And these are real numbers.
Yeah, real video views.
And these are...
And here's the thing. It's not surprising, right? Because this is literally the strategy, and this is literally what we've been telling people would occur, and I'm happy to say that we're proving that model. But consistency, volume, and quality.
We're working on the quality. We're
in that order, right? Consistency and volume, honestly, come before quality. And I don't say that to shit on us, but just to talk about the way that content and these algorithms work. You got to start doing it, because with that consistency and quantity, you start to see what works. And that's the part that I think a lot of people miss. A lot of people get into this game and they go, I know exactly what kind of video is going to do right, and they spend 3.5 days producing that video and it gets 8 fucking views.
Yeah.
And we do that too.
Yeah.
But the reality is we also machine gun out 10 other videos, and 2 of them suddenly do tens of thousands of views.
You're absolutely right.
And then we adjust.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
The first thing you told me when I started working here, when we started talking about strategy and what we're going to do, is you preached consistency.
Yeah.
You preach, and you made the point, like, think about all the things that show up in your algorithm, things that you're like, it's not that good, but it keeps showing up. It's because they're just consistent in what they're posting. Maybe the quality isn't as great. But it's phenomenal that we're getting this many views, man. And it's a testament to how hard you've worked and your vision, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. I just I forgot where I was going with it, but I'm excited.
No, it's good. We're doing great things, and I'm very excited, very happy to have all of the folks that are listening and watching. I will say as well, our audio podcast,
which you can get anywhere podcasts
is starting to grow incredibly rapidly as well. People are starting to figure that part out.
Really?
That's a slow burn. All of this, and this is what we've told all of our clients from day one, the content game is always going to be a slow burn.
Sure.
No one, with the exception of well-known celebrities, and honestly, many of them have never put out episode 1, 2, or 3 and hit the masses.
Right.
It's a slow burn. What's interesting, though, as I was thinking about this, we've talked about this a little bit, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but here at Growth Mode Content, we are getting into live selling. And we've talked about this a little bit, this live shopping. Basically, I keep calling it modern-day QVC. But it's basically, there's a wide variety of platforms, including ones that you use, like Amazon and eBay, that you might not even realize they do this. But there's these live shopping feeds where you can go on and watch everyday people sell regular products. This is something that we're going to offer as a company to our clients. We're going to help local businesses sell their stuff. But I was thinking about the difference in these games, and I realized it's 2 totally different gamuts, right? So all of our content clients, we've told them exactly what I just said. When they come in and they start doing the podcast, listen, you're not going to go viral on day one. Don't expect that. Don't expect massive numbers. This is a slow burn, and it's made for to put things out there so eventually people will find you and jump on. But the
Coffee
live
break.
selling is the exact opposite side of that. It is instant gratification.
Yeah.
And that will be a whole different world for us, where instead of making something and putting it out there and getting feedback and eventually whatever, literally we're going to go live right now for the next couple hours, and folks are going to buy this shit right now.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. I just got thinking about, like the strategies. I'm like, wait a minute, we're talking all these other things are this very slow, this long-term, this whatever. The selling is the exact opposite.
Dude, you are always a step ahead. You built the first podcast studio in Syracuse, which I was a guest on. I've talked about this before. And I remember getting done with the interview. I was in a band, and you had interviewed me. And I remember saying to you, so wait, did this air? And you're like, no, buddy, it's a podcast. I'm like, what's a pod?
Yeah.
It's like radio, but scheduled. So, I mean, you have been talking about this live selling, because before now, live selling to me was what I would see on TikTok after midnight, and it was just like a really bad Walmart. I was like, what is going on? This is crazy. Now I'm starting to see what you're seeing, and I want to get to a point where, like this morning, we opened with, hey, look at when Mike wears his hat, he looks like Zach Bryan or whatever. Yeah, I think it's Zach Bryan. And what if we made it clickable? You could buy my hat right now. And we link it. I want to do that stuff, and it's going to be done.
And that's what we're getting to.
And another thing, yesterday I showed off my new business card. Can I talk about this? Is this a private?
Don't yet.
Okay. Well,
we got a new cool thing.
We got a new cool thing, and I can't wait to talk about it. And it's along those lines.
It's one of those things that's very close to ready. That's one of the reasons I don't want to deep tease it too much, because I think we're going to be able to go with the full launch.
I knew it was cool when you gave it to me and we set it up. When I unveiled it to family and friends yesterday, their jaws dropped. And I said, here's the thing. I said, my boss is always, and my friend, more importantly, is always a step ahead. I said, so this is gonna become normal. This is gonna be a normal thing for people without saying too much. It's gonna become normal in society. And just remember that Matt Mazur thought of it first, and you saw it here.
I don't know if I can take the credit for thinking of it first. There's lots of people that sell those things that we're going to be selling, but because of that reason, we're going to hopefully have some competitive advantages, some features, some quality, some unique things that you can't get from anybody else. And then, again, not to talk about it too much, but we are going to get into some things that nobody is doing. And I think if we are successful in popularizing it, it's going to be incredible. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be a fun thing. That is going to be a direct-to-consumer product, meaning, everyday people might want to buy it, which is a departure from what I've traditionally done. My history in business is what they call B2B, business to business. I've always done what we do here, where we offer a service to another business. I personally don't have a huge background in selling products directly to consumers, and I'm kind of excited about that. That's a fun thing to do. As we get into this live shopping, that's one of the things I'm going to kind of focus on. It's going to give me the good sort of sample to learn how to sell and do this stuff. So I'm excited about that part too.
You make a good point, because I just thought of something. Back in the day, if you wanted to pivot and say, I want to kind of just do direct-to-consumer stuff, you'd have to pivot and rebrand your business or just do a whole new business model. You can still keep your business as is and just almost do it on the side.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like on the side, like you won't put effort into it, but you know what I mean? Like,
no, absolutely.
It's just easy to do in addition to what you're already doing.
That's, one of the things we're doing here from a content standpoint, and one of the things that I've always kept in mind from a business standpoint is building a machine that you can pump other things through, right? So Growth Mode Technologies is technically a kind of an overarching company with the idea of having a number of these brands and products and services that live under it, with the idea to sort of share resources and make things efficient. And like I said, when you got a new idea, I don't have to go and rent another place and hire another team and do these other things, because we've got so many of these pieces already that we can just sort of lend to that. And
if you don't mind
see what happens.
Talking about it, one of the things I asked you when you started talking about this live selling, and we started having meetings about it, because again, I always think you're ahead of the game and you know what you're doing. And so I said, well, what do you, if the future becomes online selling more than retail, and what happens to brick and mortar and retail stores? Do you remember what you said? And I loved it. I'm already seeing
the opinion that, and again, it's because you're already seeing these things. I am of the opinion that the local store will become more of a distribution center.
It makes so much sense. Like, you remember when Walmart not long ago started putting those big orange things in the middle of Walmart, and you could like order something, and then you unlock it. Like whatever you ordered is in a locker. Stuff, and
well, plus they do a lot of delivery, right? So like 90% of the time now we get our groceries delivered. And it's great because you know what you want, you know what the family needs, and it comes time to reorder every week. You just give me this week's groceries, and it shows up at your door.
You know what else is around the corner?
Saves you a lot of money.
And I think I sent this to you guys. Did I send you the video of the guy? He was somewhere in Europe, I think. He ordered Subway like in the middle of a park, and it came by drone.
I could see that.
It's
people talk about that quite a bit, and I think a lot of people think it's one of those funny or futuristic things. That's legit. Amazon is legitimately in testing with that in other parts of the country right now. You can go watch videos of people getting their Amazon Prime drone delivery. It's pretty wild.
Because I remember hearing about it, and then I was like, where is this? Remember Y2K era when everybody thought, from my point of view, correct me if I'm wrong, if you were a 90s teen like me, everybody couldn't wait for the year 2000 because what was coming? Flying cars.
Oh, yeah.
That was the whole... Nobody cared about anything else. It was cell phones.
Well, that's the future.
Flying cars, and we still don't have flying cars.
Synonymous with the future is flying cars.
Right, and that's why I think people are kind of naysaying the drone thing, because they're like, oh, yeah, just like flying cars. And we're like, no, it's already happening.
I mean, and there is honestly some similar ideas of flying cars that are starting to become a little more popular.
And mark my words,
aircraft, they're calling them now. But
holograms are the new thing.
Rich people can buy themselves like a one-man helicopter.
Yeah. When I was in school, they showed a video of, this is around the corner too. I don't know about, definitely commercially, but for the regular consumer, I don't know when. but there's these boxes you can get in your house where you essentially, let's say cousins live across the country from each other. You have a video camera set up, and you are essentially on the other side of the country are your cousins who have a video camera set up, but you're a hologram in the house.
Yeah.
And you can talk to each other. And I remember
I know what you're talking about.
during the pandemic, the Stand Up New York, which I've performed at, by the way, shout out Stand Up New York, love that club, they were the first they were having comedians in LA do spots in New York by using holograms on the stage. It's wild
that
shit.
thing you're talking about, they used, I think last season on the show Big Brother, where it was AI themed and the AI of the house was in that thing. If you haven't seen it, what he's talking about, it's sort of like a phone booth.
Yeah.
It's a tall, completely
That's right.
closed thing.
Yes.
Where the hologram appears sort of inside it, and they look 3D and all that, but it's not like they're in the room or you can't like wave your hand through it. It's literally this
enclosed
unit.
It's wild.
Kind of neat, but again, I don't know. I'm of the opinion when it comes to holograms as well as like 3D. Like I love 3D in movies and things like that, but to me, I'm not super interested until we get to the point to where I can see it without glasses and special shit.
I get it.
Like the legit, pretty much that box is real close.
Yeah.
You know, where, from Star Wars, so I got to deliver a message and boop.
Yeah.
It pops up and there's the princess talking to you in 3 dimensions. I don't know if we're that far away from that, to be completely honest.
I don't either. I don't think we are.
I'm really not too interested in it until we get there.
Speaking of which, you know what I've never done? You're talking about 3D movies. Have you ever been to an IMAX?
Of course.
Yeah, I haven't.
Are you serious?
Is that weird?
Yes.
What is it like?
On a field
is
trip
it just
to
like
the IMAX in Syracuse here?
No, never.
Oh my God, bro.
Not in Herkimer.
All right, I'll give you a quick
Give
background.
me like what is it? Is it fully
IMAX in
immersive?
general, sort of. So IMAX in general is a very large format film. And there's a couple types of IMAX screens. So you can actually go to the IMAX screen in the mall, and it's just a very, very, very big screen. And the movie is shot in special extra high resolution, and it's cool shit. What you really want, though, don't mess with the mall at all. Got to go to the MOST here in Syracuse, the Museum of Science and Technology.
Oh, right.
They have what's called an IMAX Dome Theater. There's a few of these in the country, but it is essentially the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it is. I sort of picture it as sitting like on the inside of a golf ball. You sit there and literally pretty much to the sides of what you can see is this inside of a ball is the whole screen. And so it is immersive in that it is literally everything you can see and feel. So there'll be movies where you're moving around and you're moving fast and it stops real quick. You feel like you're going to fall out of your chair.
No shit.
But there's no, there's no moving anything. There's no, at the Sphere, they have actually stuff in your seats and they have winds. They'll and stuff. They don't have that at the IMAX, but you don't need it. It's incredible.
I went to Disney World years ago, and I went to this little theater where they would show all clips from different Disney movies, like the Be Our Guest.
Sure.
And they would blow the smell of the food. And then
that's a little more of the gimmicky, what they call a 4D theater.
Yeah. So these movies that you're seeing in this Spheres type IMAX thing, are they formatted for that? Or is
100%.
Okay, I see.
That's the biggest thing. And I think it's becoming easier now with different, and we're honestly shooting movies in insane resolutions these days. But like back in the day, and this has been around for a long time, since the 90s. Like I went to see this as a kid.
Yeah.
And the Dome in Syracuse is one of the only ones in the area. It's honestly really special. But it used to be very much had to be shot in that special large format. So they use special cameras. And they just moved to digital. So they've got a digital projector now in Syracuse. But not too long ago, they had the original film projector, and you could actually see that. That took the,
wow,
the massive size
What a
frame.
time to be alive. See, my wife doesn't like to travel much, right? Like, if she sees a snake in our garden, she's like, well, never going in the garden again, put the house on the market. She saw that the Sphere...
Saw a snake in Syracuse?
Well, no, she saw... well, if she did, I wouldn't be here. No, she saw an article about the Sphere, because I finally convinced her, we're going to go to the Sphere.
Yeah.
She saw an article that like dozens of people are having seizures and all these problems from going to the Sphere from this immersive. Did you see any of that when you went?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, here's the thing. I mean, there's people that are prone to that stuff all over the place, and you go to all kinds of exhibits that have flashing lights or strobes or whatever, and they tell you that. What I would say about the Sphere, not so much, honestly, a little bit at the most too, because those stadiums are very high incline.
Yeah.
You know,
Vertigo type shit.
it just depends. If you're into that, if you don't like heights, if you don't like steep angles, which I honestly am not a big fan of, but I was fine. In both places, whether you're in the Sphere or whatever, the worst of it is right in the middle in the high section, right? You're sitting in the middle up high, and that is some of the better seats, but there really is not a bad seat. So
Can't be, yeah.
sit on the first level and off to the side if you're somebody who doesn't like the heights. You'll have as good of an experience, but not have a fucking panic
So you can
attack.
sit anywhere. Because, like, with roller coasters, everyone thinks that, like, the front car, right? That's the one you want, which in some ways it is cool to be you see everything. What you don't know is if you're in the back car of a roller coaster, when it's going over the edge, it gets pulled and you actually go faster over the bumps. In the Sphere,
Interesting.
is there something like that where you think the middle is the best spot?
No, I mean,
Anywhere.
The middle is only the best spot because, obviously you're in the
middle.
center and you get the most of everything wrapped around you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
I'll wrap around
when I
you.
went and saw Dead and Company, we were sort of off to the side a little bit.
Okay.
Which
who better to go see?
Phenomenal.
Who better to go see than like Pink Floyd or the Grateful Dead?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna,
We know. Wow, Danny, how long have we been going? We haven't even gotten into anything yet. 30 minutes. Have we?
Danny's like, I hit cut a long time ago.
Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? I went home and came back. Well, I want to get to the. Are we good? I don't want to move on if you have more to say about. All right, double thumbs. This is huge because our friend Jason Smorrell, who is the GM of the Syracuse Mets, they have made a really big announcement, and we're going to run with this, and I think we're going to do some more stuff about this. But come 2027, the Syracuse Mets will be looking for a rename. That's right. They are asking for community input as they consider a new identity for the 2027 season. They released a social media video where anybody can name. And if you want to submit, okay, you're going to submit from August 5th through August 31st. The top 10 name submissions are going to be announced on September 2nd. And then it keeps going on and on until they finally pick in fall 2026. And you can go on, you can Google it, and you can find the link to go ahead and fill that out. But man, that is exciting.
Before you say yours, our man Danny is a
Alum.
veteran of the Syracuse Mets, soon to be something else, and actually he was there before they were even the Mets, right? So I want to get your take first, buddy.
Do you want to
if you could pick a name for the Syracuse baseball team?
Do you want to flip the camera around? So
What would
see it?
Nah, he's fine.
All right.
What would you call them?
You're gonna put me on the spot like this.
Yeah.
I feel like having seen the success with the Syracuse Salt Potatoes, I
Yes.
think it makes sense
Love it.
logistically to just go and be the Syracuse Salt Potatoes. It's got a great
So good.
history behind the salt potato in Syracuse. So to me, I think that would be the natural fit.
That's interesting.
That being said, I enjoyed the Syracuse Chiefs. I enjoyed the Syracuse Mets, honestly. I grew up with Syracuse Sky Chiefs baseball.
And you worked there.
Go Taters.
What were they when you worked there?
So they were transitioned to the it was from baby blue Syracuse Chiefs to the red, white, and blue Syracuse Chiefs.
Okay.
That was their first rebrand, and then from there it was Chiefs to Mets.
Okay.
But through that we did a bunch of alternate identities, like the Syracuse Salt Potatoes, the Syracuse.
So the salt potatoes was a something they ran with as a gimmick.
It was just like a
Yeah, usually it was an advertisement for around the fair when
I
we
gotcha.
were competing with the fair. Not really competing, but like
at the same time.
it's like a limited time
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, so we would have Salt Potato Power Move Weekend, and we would be renamed the Salt Potatoes. We'd change the sign out front. Even all the social media graphics would change over to the Syracuse Salt Potatoes. And from that, we kind of did a rivalry with our throughway rivals down the road, the Rochester Red Wings. They were the Rochester Plate.
Oh, that rat bastard that Jason doesn't
Yeah,
like.
Dan Mason.
Dan Mason, you
So
son
the
of a bitch.
battle between the golden fork between the Syracuse Plates and the the Rochester Plates and the Syracuse Salt Potatoes. That's kind of cool. There's a little bit of history behind that too. So yeah, I don't know. I think salt potatoes would be great. The merch could get a refresh. I saw that they were going to keep the orange and blue coloring, just change
That'll
the
help.
name. So I don't know. I'm excited
Dude,
to see what
that's-
the future holds.
That's
That's a way better answer than I
Yeah,
anticipated.
that
to
was
be
way
honest.
better. That was okay, so. Here's the thing. This is what I love about minor league baseball teams. You actually can have hokey things like that, like the salt
Yeah.
potatoes, and it sticks. Like they have somewhere. I think it's the Albuquerque Isotopes was a team at one time, which I think is named after a Simpsons episode. I mean, you can do anything.
Springfield Isotopes.
It's Springfield Isotopes. There you go. So I think.
What's your name pick, Mike?
Well, I had a few minutes while I was waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna run down. I got the
You got a whole list.
Oh yeah, I got the Syracuse Alec Baldwin's, Syracuse under construction because everything is. Syracuse Salt City, but I guess Danny said that was already a thing. Salt City Mets, Syracuse 690s, the Syracuse Squall. This is the snow version. Syracuse Squalls, the Syracuse Snowbirds, the Syracuse Snow Devils, Syracuse Snowplows, Syracuse Blizzard, Syracuse Snowflakes, Syracuse Canals, Syracuse Crews, Syracuse Krabby Patties. Why? Because the creator of SpongeBob is from here. I forget his name, but a voice actor, excuse me. So you got Syracuse Krabby Patties, the Syracuse SquarePants. Bobcat Goldthwait is from here, so how about the Syracuse Bobcat Goldthwaits?
You're going to throw out every pitch.
You know what the pitch? The Syracuse Easy Passes, the
I love
Syracuse,
baseball, man.
the Syracuse Through Crew, and the Syracuse Fusillos because they're huge. Tom Park.
I don't know, man. I think that you can make a really good baseball team if you just base it on Bobcat.
Did you know?
All right, of all my shitty impressions, you got to admit that
That was
one
pretty
of the
good.
better impressions
That was really good. Police Academy, great series. Loved it growing up.
series ever.
So, yeah, what do you got? I know I put you on the spot. I had some time.
Bally McBaseball face.
Fuck.
That's what they're.
What
gonna,
did you
that's what's
just? What did you say?
gonna- Bally McBaseball face.
Done.
That's it.
Bally Mc. So it's the Syracuse Bally McBally Faces, plural.
Bally McBaseball face.
Excuse me. I apologize. Don't want to offend you. Bally
Baseball face.
Bally McBaseball Face.
He doesn't know about Bodie McBoatface, does he?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting mean girled now by Danny and Matt. What don't I know?
It's like the oldest internet meme ever. Internet meme. Did I flip that again? There was a contest, this exact sort of contest, and it was Name My Boat, and they let the internet name the boat. And the internet named the boat Bodie McBoatface.
I always had the best name
There it is.
for a boat. Are you ready for it?
He's got the whole the breakdown.
My name for a boat is the cirrhosis of the river. No? Okay. Fuck you. All right.
Yeah.
Bodie McBo. So now that's even funnier then. The baseball.
It's even better when I get the joke.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Yeah. So name the team. I want to shoot something downtown and ask around, see what people are thinking. Also,
I think honestly, anybody watching this clip, leave
yes,
a
leave
note
your
in the
name
comments.
because Jason does watch our show. I found
He
out, which
does.
is awesome.
We'll submit that.
Leave your team name.
You think we get a cut if we come up with a good name?
finder's fee?
Yeah, something
Maybe.
like that.
What about the Syracuse Good New York?
What if we
Good
come
News
up with a
York?
great baseball name and immediately trademark it so they have to license it from us?
Dude?
Jason, don't listen to this.
Yeah. Stop listening now. Let's do it.
Anyway,
What
what else is on Tuesday Newsday, my friend?
Well, I want to say real quick, also, quick plug, also for the Syracuse Mets. They're showing Rookie of the Year. We talked about this yesterday on Thursday, August 14th, to raise money for charity. And $25 for adults, $10 for kids ages 6 to 12, and free for kids 5 and under. Parking is free. Who doesn't want to go see a baseball movie in a baseball stadium? It's such
pretty fun way to
such a
do it,
great
huh?
idea. And all proceeds from the event support the hospice mission.
Oh, they let you right out on the field.
Yeah, you sit on the field.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that great?
I thought it was still in the stands. No, that's
Yeah.
cool.
What else is going on? Well, actually, this whole baseball thing got me thinking. Danny, do you have the jingle, the old Syracuse Mets jingle? Do you have it pulled up or no?
They have a jingle.
Listen to this jingle,
Did
and then I have a
Danny write this?
question. No, I wish Danny wrote.
Is this like Christmas
not
in
opera.
Syracuse? Oh my God.
Baseball, rock and roll, it's America. Here in the USA.
No way this is real.
It's real. So this got me thinking.
Was
Where's
this
the hook?
written in 1985?
Let's guess.
It was around the 80s. I don't know the exact time that it was written, but they would play this when they would win, which was often rare. So
This is how David Lee Roth got
So
discovered.
like at the stadium, they're winning. They're going to play the
Cheer for
victory song.
Yep, this was their big
Which I will
Get on.
write a new jingle if Jason wants me to. I will write a jingle for the Syracuse Mets. I want to just say that.
Hold on,
right
what
now.
is it? What team do they name in this? Or do they? Oh, okay, the Chief. I didn't hear the
Okay.
Chief part. Okay.
So this got me thinking.
Oh.
What is your favorite New York-based advertising jingle? Come on. What do you got? I got a few queued up for you.
Damn.
I don't know that one.
I gotta see now.
I know.
There's
Well,
so
while
many.
you're thinking,
what's the best?
while you're thinking, I have a few.
Yeah, I want some answers.
And let me just pull it up
Best
here.
Jingle.
I
First
mean,
of all,
there's
jingles. People still use jingles.
Yeah.
And I guess that's good.
I mean, this is a good one to start. Here we go. Any day now.
Oh. All right, that's the lowest quality fucking copy you could ever find of that. It's the Water Safari jingle.
For the wild one, enchanted
fun never
forest,
starts.
water safari, where the fun never stops. Bam, bam.
Fun story. The only
That's a good
parody I've ever made in my podcasting career was a parody that I made of that Enchanted Forest song, and we blasted it out, and within 10 minutes, one of the owners was threatening to sue us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You should have countersued for the
Bro,
Kilimanjaro so
here's
you
the
could
thing.
have it in your backyard.
Here's the thing. My partners at the time shit themselves.
That sucks.
We got to take it down. So we did. I was more than happy to lean into it because A, it was fair use, and B, it would have been the best publicity we ever got
Dude.
at the time. But
How badass
that
were
was
you?
that was my one and only parody
Cease and
song.
desist?
I'll find it somewhere. No, I didn't even get that. I just got something
but-
like, hey,
That's a credit to you that you were that important to them that
dude,
you were
the
on
fact
their
that
radar.
it made it all the way to them, honestly, like it didn't even get massive views. It was like they were the one and only view. I don't even know.
Metro mattress, or they used to have
All right, I vaguely get that.
what's the other Metro mattress? The Sleep Superstore Metro mattress. The Sleep
I
Superstore.
only vaguely
How about
get
this
that one.
Oh, they did the. Oh, that was when they got all jazzy with it. I like the heavy hitters are all you need. Call 1-800-LAW-1333.
I think Sean Kelsey wrote that.
He did? I know him. I don't know. There's so many to choose from.
That's it. The Zoom Tan one.
Does this count as a jingle?
No.
What is that? It's you!
It's a tagline. If you want to go taglines, I got taglines all day
Oh,
long.
taglines.
Like leave off the last S for savings.
Come on down, Center Court, Riverside Mall, beautiful
Thank you
city of
very
Utica.
much.
Utica? Beautiful city of Utica. Thank you very much. I love
So-
Charlie
so
Steele.
get
I was
Charlie
very
Steele
close
on.
with his son. I hung out. It was like hanging out at a celebrity's house
I meant
when I
to
was
ask
a
you
kid.
that off air. In all honesty, get Charlie Steele on the show.
I'll get him on here in a second. I love that man. I used to hang out at his house, and it was like my friend was like, "Dude, stop being
And you
weird.
always
It's
left
just
with a
my
3 pairs of
dad."
moccasins?
I always had a nice pair of leather loafers.
Only 15 beans.
15 beans. Come on down.
12
Center Court.
peppers.
12 peppers. God, I love
Only
that
8
man.
shells.
Put your favorite
There's something brand new at the zoo.
Oh!
Fort Ricky Discovery Farm.
Yes!
Discovery Zoo. Just a short 45
I love
minutes from
Fort Ricky.
downtown Syracuse.
Holy
20
shit, I
minutes from
forgot
Utica.
about that. You know how many
still
were
a
leaving on the table that
Is
I'm...
it still a thing?
West of Rome.
If it is, those animals are in bad shape. They're old.
Bro, there were so many. See,
Talk about this.
it's my money and I need it now. You know, there's so many like taglines, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of jingles.
It's hard.
Yeah.
We'll have to revisit it. But again, just like the naming contest with the Mets, Give us your favorite jingles in the comments, and
Here-
we'll sing them on the show.
What's funny is there's a Twitch channel that plays nothing but retro commercials. It's just called Retro Commercials.
Phenomenal.
I have it on in my office all day
yeah.
long. I can't remember what I was supposed to do 10 minutes from now,
But you remember the song.
but somehow I know every single word of 95% of those commercials.
100%.
And I'll find myself sitting there singing along and going, how the fuck do I know this?
It's like riding a bike, man. It's a earworm that never left.
That's
You know?
there's the heyday of marketing and advertising.
Like literally
branding.
anytime I like hurt myself in a car, like even if I bang my elbow, I'm like, call William Matar. Hurt in a car, call William Matar. It stays with you.
You think that guy would have had a career if his name didn't rhyme?
I think he would have had a career. He just wouldn't have had a great jingle. But anyway, this is pretty cool. Danny, if you want to pull up this video, a local, well,
the
actually,
videotape.
a Syracuse alum who I believe I'm paraphrasing, but I think he's got some sort of accounting and finance degree. He didn't go to the Newhouse School. He played Adam Sandler's stunt double in Happy Gilmore 2. And here's a quick video of him talking
Really?
about it. Yeah. This is really, really cool. Oh,
Just got to X out of that. There you
there
go.
we go. Oh,
back flop into the water.
That's
I
him.
had to do the Happy Gilmore swing and full on flop into the water. And I've never done it before. I'm not a stunt double. I remember
What?
doing this 6 times. Hair, makeup,
How do
new
you get a stunt
costume.
double
At
gig?
the end of it, I
Yeah,
was
that's what I
exhausted.
should have figured out.
I was cold. I was wet. But I would do that time
Well-
and time again.
And that's your whole stunt?
It's
falling
well,
in the
no,
water?
but it's less about him being a stunt double and more about him being a lookalike because he does look like him. He's got the same kind of features and profile. Max Kessler is his name.
I feel like 40% of the male population looks like Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Well, you know. But shout out to Max Kessler, SU alum. And I probably should have done more research. Quickly, also, I wanted to talk about
I really want to know how you get that gig with no experience.
this.
Because I'll fall in
You
the
know
water.
what? How about I book him on the show?
See? They make Happy
I'll get
Gilmore
ahold of him.
3. I'll be John Daly's body double.
I'm going to get Max Kessler on the show. Max Kessler, if you're watching or listening, come on, Good News York. Sponsored by Ads on the Go. Get adsonthego.com.
Ads on the go.
I want to. This one I don't care about, but I'm just curious for your reaction to this.
Okay.
A reality TV star opens a new social club in Syracuse.
Oh, yeah, I think I found that.
This is Tammy K. Lee, L-Y, is that how you say it? Lee, will open on 300 East Washington Street in Syracuse. It's called The Society. She's co-founding it. She was on The Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise, and then part of $1 Million Listing. And she got the idea when she toured a 3,000 square foot space with a client who was considering opening a restaurant in L.A. because she was a realtor out there. And so she came up with this idea to open up a new kind of social club. It's also a luxury coffee shop and juice bar.
That's what's interesting about it is, and I guess maybe that's why we call it a social club or why they call it a social club.
Is that
It's-
code?
There's no alcohol, so it's not a bar of any sort. But it's that same vibe as you hang out with friends and enjoy tasty beverages. Again, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that's why it's known as a social club.
No, I think you're right because I was before I threw the papers.
Sounds awesome.
No, it sounds good. But here's the thing. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I'd be like, you're crazy that it's non-alcoholic. It's not going to do it.
Right.
Nobody's drinking anymore.
Right.
The pandemic really made us realize how disgusting, how we were just disgusting alcoholics. And a lot of people quit, including myself. So I don't know. I wish them luck, but I didn't know what you thought about that. But we got a little reality TV star opening up a place.
Anytime a new business is opening in our area, we love it.
Absolutely. You can go to thesocietycny.com. Maybe we'll have her on the show.
Awesome.
And then the last order of business, I just think this is crazy. Marv Levy, former coach of the Buffalo Bills during the Super Bowl years, turned 100 just a few days ago.
Wow.
And that got me thinking. If you had a choice, would you want to live to be 100?
Sure.
Really?
Well, as long as I'm not like
Yeah.
Alzheimer brain cooked
That's
for the
my
last
thing.
decade.
My whole thing is this
I guess.
this is how I judge.
If I can give conditions to that answer.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at, which is I would want to live to be 100, 90, 100, whatever, as long as I'm not this old person. You know the people that are like,
Yeah, they're just fucking gone.
Just
Should
constantly saying
Should
no.
probably not do that. But yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't want to be the shaky old, like, if I'm shaking, put me out of my misery. You know, 'cause I don't want, like, that's a lot of work.
we're gonna get canceled for that.
We're going to get canceled?
No.
All right, good. Man, I love you. This was fun.
Yeah.
What else? Anything? We good?
We did. There was one other thing in the news
We got.
that is, and you might go. You know, I sent this over to you
Oh!
last night,
My
and
fault.
you said to me,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
forgot.
that's fine. You said to me,
Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Mikey.
this is a story about an accident in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I thought you were talking about King of the Hill.
No.
Okay. King of the Hill's coming back on Hulu. There's that story.
And here's what happened. I'll just give you the rundown. You don't have to pull anything up,
What
Dan.
about this?
A truckload of hot dogs spilled across a Pennsylvania highway after a crash, clogging the road for hours.
Glizzies.
Glizzies. 4
Right.
days.
And it is reported by NBC New York, but I was like, but that happened in Pennsylvania. And
Yeah,
you
you're like-
said, well, that's good news for New York. And I
That's
thought
it.
that was
That's-
brilliant.
That's why this is good news, York, is because Pennsylvania is the one that had to deal with that glizzy mess. It is ironic, I will tell you, having being someone who traveled recently and drove through Pennsylvania, got stuck in Pennsylvania traffic.
Worst.
I have never in my life gone on a trip across the country and not gotten stuck in traffic in Pennsylvania. I feel like they're just a magnet for it. Like, is there construction? No.
Always.
Okay, dump a load of hot dogs.
When you are
What's
traveling,
the reason to stop everybody today?
when you're traveling down the East Coast, I would dare say that Pennsylvania and Virginia are the worst parts of. And no offense, they're beautiful states. I love them, but as far as just driving through it, and you're right, it's always some bullshit. Do you think it would it make you less mad, more mad, or the same if you're in traffic, you're stuck, you finally get to what the hell is going on, and you realize it's hot dogs? Is that like, oh, that's funny? I'm not as mad as if it was an accident.
Yeah, I'd probably find a little bit of amusement.
Yeah, it would be a little better, right?
In all honesty, if they're going to back up traffic, though, the least they could do is start cooking them fuckers and maybe hand out some glizzies.
Wow, you are genius, dude. They should have just. Oh my God! How do you clean it up faster?
Yep.
Pick them up and start handing out the hot dogs to everybody stuck in traffic.
I would do that. You know, the car's
Yes!
stuck. Listen, it's going to be a couple hours. All right, guys, I'll hop out and just start grilling.
And I'll go a step further. Let's say you're the owner of that company. That's fucking free promotion.
10 other dads in their cars jump out, stand around, tell you when to turn the dog.
Glizzies all around.
And
Why wouldn't you do
turn it
that?
into a party.
Because if you have to clean it up, you're gonna have to pick up the hot dogs. What are you gonna do with them? You give them to the people
You
stuck
know
in
how many
traffic.
horses we wasted for all that?
A ton of horses. That's horse shit. Anyway.
Anyway,
It is Good News York, sponsored by Ads on the Go. Get adsonthego.com. I'm Mike Brindisi. Matt Masur.
that's me.
That is you. You do not look like a country singer with your hat on. I envy you for
I
that.
feel like I could probably pass for a country singer.
Oh, easily. You look like one of those, like the outlaw, like the Waylon Jennings type.
Yeah, I do the hillbilly stuff.
Like I look like one of those douchey Zach Bryan.
Never even call me by my... Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sing.
You would rip at that.
Dude.
Just singing about like real hillbilly shit. Like I took a man outside, pulled off his overalls, and shot him in the neck.
You know, there aren't many advantages to being the most Caucasian person on the planet,
Oh,
but
you are not.
a country music career is one of them.
You've got great features for like caricatures or just in general, you know, with the glasses and the beard. You got a great look. You got a great look, man.
All right, we got to go.
Okay. Bye.
Peace out. Hey, folks, welcome to Good News New York. I'm your host, Matt Major from Growth Mode Content. Joined me.
Joined me.
Joined me.
Joined
me.
twins me.
Joining me over here is the latest winner of the Zach Bryan. Fuck.
Did you just have a stroke? I think you started the show.
I do.
I don't.
I've
I
never done
love
that
it.
before, but yeah, I do. We're going to try this all over again.
Zach
this for the blooper
Braff.
Malachi, you can cut this at the
Joining-
end of the episode and make it a blooper reel.
No. Okay, yeah.